Hey guys, we're back for another video, and in this video we're going to tell you about the first time we met and also our first date, and Colton has some more things he wants to say too. Before we met, we had been talking for a few months, and we kind of told you before, we kind of lost contact, and we started talking again, and as we were talking, one day Colton decided that he was going to come in to where I work so that we could meet each other. And I was pretty nervous that night because he said, "Should I come in?"
Well, first of all, it was a surprise. He didn't know I was going in there to see him. I wanted to see him, and
he said he was thinking about it.
yeah, but then I'm like, no, I'll pass. You know, it's late, and it was 9:30 at night.
Yeah.
And so then I went over there and surprised him.
And when he walked in, I knew exactly who he was. And the thing is, something I think is very cute is he pretty much never ever blushes, but when he showed up, he was I remember him walking and he was blushing very very intensely. I thought that was kind of cute, and I remember thinking of how handsome this guy is, and then I started I started helping him, and then so the next day we went on a date, didn't we?
Mm-hmm. Yep. That was a very beautiful date.
We went on a date, and we went to
Grizzlies.
Yes, one of his favorite places. It's a place that serves hamburgers and steaks and ribs and that.
Good hamburgers and steaks. None of that McDonald's shit.
He likes to get it's a huge 1 pound burger or something there.
1 pound burger.
Yes. So our first date was there, and I remember that I was really excited. I was of course a little bit nervous, but I felt so excited. I was here with such a great guy, and so I sat down and I said that I would buy the dinner. I told Colton that he could pick out anything he wanted, and he picked one of the most expensive items.
You did say pick anything.
Yes, yes, and so I also picked a pretty good item, and so we dined very well, and basically during that date we kind of we talked about ourselves. I remember you were asking me what kind of shows I like, and we were talking about the weather and
pretty basic questions.
Yeah, it was a typical date. But I remember you kept putting your feet on mine, so we were kind of playing footsie as we were talking, and that was kind of exciting for me, and I really liked that.
Mm. And yet today we still do that when we go out to eat. We put our feet on each other. It's kind of fun.
It's a little tradition we have now.
Mm.
So that was basically our first date, and the first time we met.
Yeah.
Now Colton had some things he wanted to talk about.
Yeah, I wanted to talk to you guys about disagreements. One of the viewers contacted me and asked if we could explain how we deal with arguments. And to tell you the truth, Eric and I, we've never had an actual fight, which is great. I'm not saying we're perfect and all, but we just know how to handle our disagreements at a really low level before they grow up into a huge fight. And yeah, we disagree a few times a week. It could be basic things like, oh, I want pizza and he wants a burger, something basic. But like 2 weeks ago, and this is for real, I wanted to buy a big flat screen. It was $1,600. And Eric said, hell with you. And I'm like, no, we're going to buy a TV. And Eric's like, no, we're not. And I got an argument with him, and I'm like, it's my money. And then I started pushing on him that he's going to pay half, which was very rude of me. And so I ended up buying the TV. And I thought about it that night, I don't need this, and Eric doesn't need this bill either. So the next day I took it right back. And so that's an argument, for example, that we do have. And I'd say we resolved it very, very, very decently.
Yes, one of my philosophies is that we have to talk about it. And when you were...
There was a deal, and there was a good-looking gentleman selling it, so I got excited. All right.
Yeah, but... one of my philosophies is when we have a disagreement, because we do disagree about things, and that's pretty normal in a relationship. But it's to talk about it to make sure that we don't go to bed angry. It's to make sure that we share our feelings and stuff. And so that's how we deal with arguments and disagreements. And when it came to the TV, I wasn't going to pay half if I didn't want it. And I urged him to really think about it, and
Which I did.
yes,
And I returned it right away.
After he got home, he returned it. But so basically, the way we deal with arguments is we talk about it. And I think if you're in a relationship, that's very important. Make sure that you talk about them, because a lot of people don't realize that just talking about it and expressing your feelings and stuff makes a big difference.
That sounds pretty good, Eric.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted to say one more thing. I wanted to personally say thank you for all the viewers that have been watching these past few videos that include me. I've received so many beautiful comments and emails too that just blew me away. I mean, people take that much time out of their day to write to me that wonderful story they send me. It's just beautiful what people send me. I really appreciate it, and I hope I get some more. Really busy at this time of year. School and work are just killing my days here. So I'll try and get back to you as soon as I can, but please keep them coming. They're just tear-jerking sometimes.
I think, as I've said before, maybe people who don't make videos don't necessarily know, but YouTube is truly, it's an amazing thing. You meet so many different people, and we share our lives, and we help people, and they also help us.
It took Eric 7 months to push me onto YouTube. I'm like, why would I go on YouTube? I mean, nobody watches YouTube. And actually, I was surprised when I saw how spread out people watch his videos and the ones that I was included in. And it's very impressive, and I'm really proud of Eric and his YouTube.
People, we have an analytics feature on YouTube, and people watch my videos from, I think it was more than 150 different countries. So we really appreciate all of you guys. So, is that all?
I think that's it, Eric. We'll see you guys next time.
Hasta la vista.